amazing what it'll do for you, especially if you use those 5 instruments. Okay? It's called a grace note. Okay? A grace note is just a note that's a half step below the one you intended to play. It's there. If you're playing a D, a grace note is there. If you're playing an E, a grace note is the one right below it. It can also be a whole step too. It doesn't matter. Just somewhere below it. If it's an F, you grace note with an E. Okay? And grace notes, sometimes they're fast like this. Ta-da! If you're using an organ sound, then you want it to be faster. Okay, but when you're playing blues and jazz like this, you kind of want it to be more. If you have a little pitch bend, you don't even have to hit the grace note. You can go. Whoops. You kind of like squeeze it. Now I'm exaggerating a bit, but if I'm playing, listen. Color to it and makes it sound amazing. Got it? Okay, and the very last one is called Chromatics. Chromatics. I think I remember how to spell it. Chromatics. Chromatics means you take the long way instead of the short way. There's lots of different kinds of them. One of them is if you have a little interval, like from a C to an E. Okay? You would just go, instead of going C, E, or let's do F to C, like Georgia, here to here. Instead of going Georgia, I'm going to go Georgia, I'm going to take the long way instead of the short way. I'm going to play every single note to get there, here to here. Instead of going ding ding, I'm going to go da 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 da. Now here is the little short one, A to G, but I'm going to play da da da. All right, that's the easiest. If the interval is a fourth or less, a little chromatic one sounds really good. It sounds like this. A long one. I probably wouldn't do that there. Now that was too many. It's like garlic. You can't put too many, but you got to put some. So you just kind of decide, and I usually pick intervals of a third. I don't want to go too much. It's like overkill. But the little ones, okay? See? Now all the picture starts to come together and you have 4 things. Now I would put those 4 things on a little card. Write them down and just tape them to don't put them on your wall, but put them somewhere on the instrument to remind you that you can do that. You know why? Otherwise you forget that you can and that you should. So maybe next week we'll make you a little card that you can just put on. We'll do it on business card, little thing, and you can just tape it to the instrument somewhere. Those 4 things will change your music totally change it. You just got to remember to do it. All right, and the only way you can remember to do it is to, I don't like practice, the word practice, rehearse it. Just keep putting them in there and say, okay, the first time I play this song, I'm just going to play multiple notes. Now, I'm going to play some late now. You can always tell when a musician's playing the notes late. They kind of go, like, ooh, it hurt. Grace notes. I'm just going to add a bunch of grace notes now. Now there, I've decided to play 1 and 3. Multiple notes. See? And I grace noted all of them. So you go, 1 grace note there, multiple ones here. If you watch my husband play, when you were at his feet, his head is like a bobblehead. Every time he did a grace note, you could see it when he played it. If you do that, your music will totally change. It's all attitude, all of it. And if I only did one workshop or taught anybody how to make a total change in their music, because everybody can play music, can't they? Everybody can learn to read the basic notes, play a few chords, and find them on the keyboard. It's not that hard. The difference between an okay musician and a fabulous one is right there. It's what they do to those notes after they apply them. Because all this is a basic outline for a song. It's not Georgia, is it? If you played it just like this, it's not going to motivate anybody. It's not going to move them, and it's not going to move you. What moves someone is all the embellishments and the things that you do to customize it and make it yours.